Also learned today that Lisa's husband, Craig, is not letting his kids talk to the police anymore. Here now with the latest is Michelle Sigona, correspondent for America's Most Wanted, criminal defense attorney David Schwartz, and MSNBC legal analyst Susan Filan. Thanks to all of you for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Hey, Dan.
All right. So, Michelle, what does this new development tell us about the weapons? We know for a fact that you know, David, look, he's got to be careful here, right? I mean, they were estranged. They were involved in an ugly divorce. The wife had said a lot of things about him that were not very flattering. So he's got to walk a fine line, unlike, for example, someone like Scott Peterson, who goes out and speaks publicly and talks about how much he loved his wife, etc. This is a couple, and again, I'm not necessarily comparing him to Scott, but in terms of how you deal with the media in a case like this, you know, he has got to be real careful.
Of course, Dan, he has to be careful. He knows he's a target of an investigation right now. He knows that the police will always look at the husband. You can't start shouting at what good will it do to start talking to the media, to give interviews? You know,
and the thing, you know, forget the media,
Susan,
David. He should
Susan,
talk to
in
the
your
police.
world, in your
hang on,
world,
Susan. Hang on, Susan. Hang on. Let David finish.
You're guilty until proven innocent. That's the Susan Filan world. Is a bunch of guesswork, speculation, hypothesis. You know, let the facts play out. Let the evidence play out. This man is innocent until proven guilty. I don't understand why we're speculating about what moves he's making.
Let's not speculate. Let's talk about and what I'd like to do. We have Michelle with us, and who knows the facts of this case well, and is talking to all the people. And Michelle, I just want to use you as our fact checker.
Sure.
Okay?
No problem.
So I'm going to go through. Here are the things that we know supposedly about the case that don't look great for Craig Stevick. All right. He reportedly failed to report Lisa missing until the next morning. True?
That I do not know.
Right. Fair enough.
I do not know.
Fair enough.
Confirmed. I can tell you that 11:45 p.m., about 2.5 weeks ago, when investigators went into that house to do the search warrant, the kids were definitely ordered out of the house then, and that they did sleep in a police car, according to the family, for about 4.5 hours while investigators went in. They were carrying items out in blankets, and they also took both of the family vehicles.
All right, David, let's say, you know, by the way, before I ask this question, Michelle, has he hired a lawyer?
Craig Stevick?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, David, let's assume that you're the lawyer, right?
Right.
At this point, the police aren't saying he's a suspect. They're investigating the case. We don't know anything beyond that as to how much they know. We know that there was some blood found, but you know, unclear at this point whether it's her blood. He says it might have been hunting blood, etc. Do you say to him, don't talk to the authorities anymore?
In this set, look, every case is different, Dan. Every single case is different. Some cases, you have to talk to the authorities. Some cases, it's warranted. Other cases, it's not. I mean, the laundry list that you just laid out, I don't see one item on that laundry list where you can make the jump to this man is a murderer. So what? He didn't take a lie detector test. It's not because it's inadmissible in court. Why is it inadmissible in court? It's because it's not scientifically reliable.
The problem is, and David, you know this because we've faced a number of these cases that have become high profile. When you're talking about husband-wife, even estranged husband-wife, most people look at these kinds of cases and they say, I'd be out there doing everything I could to help, period.
I'll tell you why this is different, Dan. He was not in love with her. These facts actually work to his advantage.
So he says, you know what? So she disappeared. You know, it's neither here nor there. Maybe it's better. Maybe I'm better off.
He could have hated her. I mean, who knows? This is not a loving husband who's going to go out and do whatever he can. It's just not going to be. They are going through a divorce process. They were estranged, and he's not. He doesn't have those feelings like you would as a loving husband.
I don't know, Michelle. How bad was the relationship?
Well, here's what we do know, according to family, again, is that they only said maybe, and that to me is
you don't know what he's doing,
with somebody who is not looking to be a suspect in this case.
All right. Well, there's for anyone who may be able to help here, there's the information. There's the phone number to call, 815-267-7217. Thank you, Michelle Sigona, David Schwartz, and Susan Filan.
Thanks, Dan.